There we go. Anyways, yeah, in an effort for transparency, I might as well, I shot a little clip about this mistake I made. That'll post, but I might as well, I don't know, might as well put it on, and this is what made a bit of an error. But at any rate, we're just going to fix it. This is the AC. This is not the AC unit. Cruise control unit for this pickup here. And I was having problems with the original one that I got for it, and I used a backup one, and that had a problem. So I made one out of two. But in my effort of all my work, I totally didn't really pay that much attention to how I took it apart. And what ended up happening is I wrapped this the wrong direction. So what happens when that happens is while you're cruising on the highway, it when you initiate your cruise, it actually holds the throttle wide open, and it's and you're kind of just a passenger instead of it being actual cruise control, which maintains a proper speed. So we'll fix this. It's pretty simple fix. We'll just we'll pull it and fix it up. So I'm going to try, like always, to do it the simple way, but I'm probably not going to end up being able to do it the simple way. So I'm going to leave it connected to the throttle. There's a little spring just in here that helps hold the tension. So I'm going to end up having to undo that because it's trapped under here. So I'm going to just reach in here with a pick or something. This will work. I'm just going to flip that off over the side. 1, 2. So that's 2 wraps in order to get that sorted out. Now I'm going to have to take this. So what I did is I lifted it off the engagement on the bottom, and I'm going to, no, not going to work. I was going to try to cheat, but whatever. We'll just take it off. There we go. So you can see the orientation of where that tang for that spring is. I had 2 wraps in it. So, and we know where that's supposed to rest. So we're going to unwind it. And I'm going to wrap it the other direction. That makes a little more sense, actually. That makes total sense because this was curved this way. And yeah, anyways, yeah. And that makes way more sense how it was wrapped. There, so it was wrapped like that. I'm just taking and flipping it around. And we will hopefully yeah, that makes more sense because now as it pulls and as that goes that way, this will take up with this little spring. That's what that's meant for. So yeah, we'll bolt that back on, and that's all there is to it. Pretty simple, pretty neat little thing. Make sure that tab, the spring is in the right place. That hold down spring is there. Now, if you're wondering more details about this cruise module and how it works, I've got another. Just hit the like and subscribe, and we can in the next week or so it'll be up and active, as to exactly how it works and whatnot. So yeah, we're gonna pull that long one out. I'm like, man, that seems like it's awfully long. That's a case screw. Maybe. Nope, it wasn't a case screw. Case screws are even longer. All right, we'll put it back in. Oh, the old assumption. So we'll take this. This screw not only holds that down, it actually holds that electromagnet down. Kind of neat. Yeah, just like so. Throw a screw in there. Now, go around once. Hook on there. So that spring helps that pull around, right? With the throttle. So we had one twist on it. And we'll bring it around. And there's two. There we go. So that's what it follows, right? And so then when you have, what happens is when you have throttle input, and that's like that, and you hit your set, it energizes this coil which pulls the gear up, and then that holds, and then that electric motor spins back and forth to move it in and out to maintain your speed. And then when you hit cancel, it de-energizes this, and the slack is gone. So, or the tension's gone, I should say. And that's it. That's all there is to it. So we're going to throw this back on, and all the circuit board and whatnot is in the top. And yeah, they're pretty basic. Pretty basic unit. Oh, well, hello. I am fine. Hope you get recognized. Yeah, I someday hope so too. So we'll throw this back together, and these cruise modules are super simple. You can get them at junkyards. They were on vans, they were on cars, all through the 90s. They do have they're prone to a solder joint inside here where the plug goes cracking. And I mean, if you can just solder anything, I mean, you can see the crack, you can fix it up at home. They're pretty, they're about 150 to buy, but yeah, they work well for the for LS swaps when you're using a drive-by cable throttle body, like I am on this truck. And that's all there is to that. The car is a 82 GMC square body pickup. So it's a half ton. Well, we did a LS swap, a complete frame off build on it. Ride Tech street grip suspension, wheels, brakes. Yeah, quite a bit. And then custom interior, custom exterior. It's I think it's pretty nice. Other people reckon it is too. This here is the center console is exposed carbon. It's one of the only places and only times you'll be able to actually feel the carbon weave in a structure. Normally they're buried under a bunch of clear. Hideaway cup holders, and yeah, storage tucked in here. It's got a big sound system in it too. Well, not too big, but big enough. And then digital cluster and whatnot. It it's got little tricks like the tackle turned into the backup camera, stuff like that. Yeah, we built it here in this shop. Just my son, his girlfriend Kelly, with Revive Your Ride, and Luca and Ryan. And yeah, it's took a little bit of time, but it's been worth it. It's kind of fun. Yeah, it's there's not many pieces that aren't custom on it. Even things like the tailgate, I went through and like it's controlled opening. It's got a ram in it, hydraulic ram, and then the catches down here, they're all from a more modern vehicle. So when you close it, you don't slam it. You just click it, right? But there's lots of time in that. And then, we custom built the whole exhaust. The seats are from a E93 BMW. Door panels are custom. All the switching is custom. All the switches that are up here, they're ones I picked out that just kind of blend in, and it's just like a new car when you hit the down. The windows automatically come down with like no hands, just like a new car. So it up and down, and yeah, kind of some neat new features. But built the engine. It's about 435 horse, 3,000 stall, bigger injectors, big cam. It is very, very hard on tires, but it's a ton of fun. I would sell it if someone wanted to. I will just reinstall this. Oh. Trying to hide things in plain sight and make it look neat and tidy, but yet still be serviceable is a big challenge, right? Like normally these are mounted right up on the firewall, and to me, it doesn't. I don't know. It looks fine. I'm just kind of particular. I like modern but hiding and unique. There. And that's that. Yeah, it's an LS swap square body. Yeah. It's a little short box. It's riding on Ride Tech Street Grip suspension. Thank you. That's the interior. We built everything in, actually, in this garage that I'm filming in right now. It's 43 feet by 19 at the back and only 13 at the front. Those seats are from a E93 BMW. They're all still fully functioning. That was a chore in itself to keep the factory switching because so they're all still power and everything. Power headrest. And I went with the E93 because, yeah, BMW, because it being a convertible, it integrated the seat belts. And then a lot of times when you do a modern swap to modern seats, and you use the factory seat belts, they don't, I don't know, they don't hit your chest nice and whatnot. Whereas with these, I mean, it's all integrated. Everything moves with the seat. Seat height is okay. Yeah. I'm 5'10" and a half. That half is important. But yeah, because these seats they were basically BMW's a flat floor. I had to do very little modding to the floor of the truck. But what I did is I actually reinforced the bottom side of the seat pan or the floor pan because where these attach isn't just for safety reasons and in the event of a collision or something. I used to build race cars and I hate to see a person get hurt because of wanting a nice seat. So yeah, there's reinforced anchors and structure underneath the floor for that. And then we built the center console. The door cards from that BMW is actually what makes up the bottom of the center console. And then we built all of it. The only thing we didn't do in this little shop was blast and powder coat the chassis ourselves and mount and balance the wheels and tires. Other than that, all the body, built the engine, built the center console, everything was done here. Even the spray and liner, that was done here. Suspension, brakes. I hand bent all of the brake lines, fuel lines, so they're all hidden where I wanted. Yeah, everything was done here in this little shop. So this has got to get out of here though, because I got a 72 CUDA coming that is going to be a full build. E93 BMW is what that is. So that's I'm not really a big BMW guy either. One sec. Like that, basically. That car, but with red interior. Yeah. It's a really popular seat swap in Europe, what I've been told. Not so much here because in order to keep the power functions, you have to build a 12 volt to 5 volt circuit that has a pulse on the CAN bus for every, it's like 0.7 to 0.9 seconds. And then because each of the seats have their own computer in them. So I did that, and yeah, and then it works just fine. And those parts are pretty easy to find. Like it's just a 12 to 5 volt converter and what's called a 555 timer, and then just figuring out the circuitry to build the harness basically and tie into the factory computer of the seats for the Beamer. So yeah. Yeah, any other questions? And if you are looking for a set, their ITC car guy, and you're not, and like if you were to be looking for a set and you didn't have to have the seat belt, you can look for an E90, which is a hard top. The engine is a LM7, and then it's got a big cam. What is it? A comp? I think it's a 1145411. I think is the part number. It's pretty big, and then it's got the supporting headwork, and rings and pistons are all they're nothing special. The rings are specific; they're a file fit, and the tolerances are all opened up so they can run boost without having to take it apart again. So, I mean, there's some ARP stuff on the bottom end, but really nothing too crazy. So, and then those are what are the LSA supercharged crate engine manifolds. So it works pretty good. Melts the tires good, which is fun. And that thing up there is a project I've been doing for a friend. Yeah, the LSA, I think is an LSA. Pretty sure it was a crate engine, a supercharged crate engine. Yeah, LSA. Yeah, kind of like a CTSV type engine, Camaro ZL1. So, but yeah, that is a 76 911 Targa. It hasn't run in close to 20 years. And, well, at least 10 to 15 since this owner knows for sure. But it was basically a shell. There was no engine. I guess suspension was there and it was on wheels, but engine was on the stand. The trans was on the stand. But yeah, I've just finished putting that back together. Yes. Yep. I am much more of a twin turbo kind of guy, though. Yeah, I don't know. It's a sickness, I guess. But yeah, you can get guys that have take off the basic blowers off of like a Caddy and Camaros and stuff and upgrade them. You can get them for pretty inexpensive too. So that's why when I built it, it is built to just basically be kind of a plug and play. But yeah. Anyways, I should go. Thank you all. And yeah, I got to look at my list and see what the next thing is I got to do on it. A little bit of tuning, I think. Try and get it to just be happier. We put a 3000 stall in it, and yeah, it's got some things that need to be sorted. But body, what does that mean? Oh, everybody. Gotcha. Southern square body. Right on. Where are you from? Southern square body. Ah, that's South Carolina, I imagine. I'm way north of you, man. I'm in southern British Columbia. Well, thanks for popping on. I just went live. I was just messing around with the cruise control. I made a thank you. I made an error when I was rebuilding the or changing the bloody cable out, and had to fix it. So instead of decel, it was all accelerating. It was fun. Yeah, we built this in the little garage I'm in here right now. So over the last 2 years, I guess. It's got about 1,500 kilometers on it. Just under 1,000 miles. But we did everything: engine, all the suspension, the brakes, underside of the truck, everything. Tough to see, but tough to tell. But no, not a Torontonian. I'm originally from Alberta, but we moved to British Columbia a couple of years ago, down in Penticton, British Columbia. The radiator is just a brand new square body rad. It's the modern aluminum replacement for a like a 4-core. And then so whenever I do these, I like doing things that kind of look factory, so that it appears like it probably maybe could have come. So the factory fan shroud, they work very, very well, move a ton of air. But then what I do is I hide a modern fan inside, and that the one that fits the best that I've found is like a 99 2000 Grand Cherokee with max trailer tow. They move an absolute ton of air, and yeah, build a couple tabs. There's one on the back side of these popper bits here, and then down on that side and on the bottom, and then it becomes just a bolt-in piece. So for $100 off Rock Auto, you can pick one up, and yeah, the first one I did about 7-8 years ago, people were didn't think it would cool enough. That is in my 85 4x4 and with a 6-liter, and I work the heck out of that truck. And in Penticton, we regularly see in the summer close to 40 degrees C. I don't know what that is in freedom units, unfortunately. Bloody hot. We'll ask the Google what it is. It's 104 degrees, and towing, going to the dump, up the mountain, you know, that type of thing, and never had a heat issue. So yeah, it works well. So, but yeah, that's the truck we actually call Hef. When we bought it, it had a Playboy Bunny license plate on it. I think it's actually up on the shelf here somewhere. But yeah, I don't know. We've kind of named all of our vehicles over the years, and my wife figured it should be named Hef, so it kind of stuck. So, but it's for sale. It's time to move on to the next project. I've got an R32 GTR to put back together. So, well, I'm going to check out. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.